Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome and a good afternoon. We're here because it's an auspicious day, it's a beautiful day. It's a day where champions, you the champion journalists, champion fans, celebrate champions. I'm talking about 27 goals, 5 in a row. Absolutely fantastic. And I see all the journalists are counting and they're like, no, those aren't the numbers. No, I'm talking about the champion beer. It's a combination of champions here. Because yes, Sundowns are champions as well. They've done it 8, they've done it 15. It's 2 champions that have come together. It's a champion beer that's won the Grand Prix, which is the biggest prize when you can think of everything that they put together. It's Mamelodi Sundowns. They've gone to Africa and conquered, and they continue to do so. And very soon, in just a couple of days, we'll be adding a second start to the one that they already have. And this is a celebration of that, but with a focus on another first. In 2016, when the team captained by Thlopie Motsepe went to the Club World Cup, they were the first to do so, pressing down, the first to score a goal. It's a team that's led from the front, it's a team that's been full of firsts. They're the first to go back once again, and this time around, with more noise, with the voices of the journalists, the podcasters that are here, whom we appreciate so much, and you, the fans, not just the fans, but the champion fans. We appreciate you. And as you can see, it's champions to the world. So if you're on social media, if you're posting this, that's the hashtag we're going with, because it's 2 champions that are coming together. I don't know what it is. I want to find out as well, and that's why we have the people that we have here who are going to tell us about this. What I do know is, from the time that I've spent with Colin Blacklady in particular, who've been involved in our football for ever so long at a local point of view, I've seen what they've been able to do to bring the game closer to you and I. And now we've got Mamelodi Sundowns, a brand that is not just a national brand, but it's an international brand. What do these 2 have to tell us today? Well, Vaughan, Croeser, who's the ABNB Marketing Vice President of South Africa, will tell us about that combination. He's not alone. Sitting next to him is the chairman at Mamelodi Sundowns, Thlopie Motsepe, who will be telling us a little bit more. Gentlemen, good morning. And as they come and join us here, we'll also be joined by Colin Blacklady, the brand director, from Mamelodi Sundowns, Coach Steve Compella will be coming on. We've also got Thlopie Motsepe, who are Mamelodi Sundowns legend. I want to call them 2016 Champions League winners, but something tells me I can't call them both that. But we'll get into that in the conversation we're going to have there as well. There are going to be players that are going to be joining us. And also, I have to acknowledge, of course, Mamelodi Sundowns executive, Yogesh Singh, who is here among us as well. Gentlemen, good morning. Ladies, good morning. Can I test your mic, Sanchez? So we just hear you?
Yes, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Can you hear us?
Afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Masandawan, and good afternoon, everybody in the media. Thank you very much for being with us today.
Vaughan, good luck. I mean, she was jealous.
Good afternoon. It's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
I must be very honest, Vaughan, and I'm going to put you under the bus a little bit here. You know, I saw Carling, and I thought, hey, she's been planning for doing something. Yeah, this is going to be exciting. And then I saw the chair coming, and I thought, you are not. So, underneath, you're Superman. You've always been very Mazanda. What's going on?
Look, Carling Black Label, we have a very specific point of view when it comes to sports sponsorship. We exist to enable the voice of the champion fans. That's our role in sports. And it all started with our big Soweto derbies and the Carling Cup. And it's been amazing to see how that has evolved and also brought more teams into that space. As well as the evolution into the Carling Knockout, where we give fans other ways to engage with our brand and with football. And now that through our parent company, ABNB, where we have this deal with the FIFA Club World Cup, it was for us a logical next step to really celebrate and support the South African team that's going to represent us at that global platform and really rally the fans around this very special and unique moment in this case with Sundowns, and I'm very excited about this partnership.
Well, we're excited as well, and as it's always been when it comes to SAB and Colleague Black Label Beer in particular, it's always been about the fans, hasn't it? It's always been about the champion fans. So tell us a little bit more about this partnership in particular when you're looking at the Club World Cup and taking the champions to the world.
Yes, absolutely. Like I mentioned, for us it is always about giving the fans a very unique experience. We also have our platform, which Karen will elaborate on, but the score predictor, which enables fans to in a fun way where they can't lose, help us predict the scores. But also for us, if I think about the way we think about brands, we have what we call our mega brands. These are brands that play a very meaningful role in our company, and we want to create for them what we call mega platforms. These are important big moments in sport, in culture, where people come together to enjoy our products, and that is part of the reason why we're doing this. Mega brands, mega platforms, big moments for people to come together and enjoy our products in a responsible way.
Chair, 2016, I mean, you were a young man then, not all born, not all awarding. You're the chairman of the club now. You were there in 2016 in Japan. Any memories from the first one, the Club World Cup you were there?
Yeah, I think it was a wonderful experience for a football club to participate in the Club World Cup. As you mentioned before, we had our skipper who's with us today, Thlopie Motsepe. Villa was there as well, Simfiso Vilagazi and Shulo Mafunda. The biggest memory I have actually maybe the most emotional memory I had was seeing our supporters, in the stands, singing and dancing in a foreign country, and seeing how they were received by the locals and other fans from other teams. It was a special moment for us as South Africans, and being a football club from the township of Mamelodi, from Pretoria, from those humble beginnings, to see where that team in 1970 took us to being that moment in Osaka, Japan. It was mind-blowing. It was very special, and we just feel very privileged that we're now on the cusp of being able to experience that again in America with our special supporters and our new partners.
Well, let's talk about that new partner. You're taking the hopes and the dreams and the wishes and the love of not just Sundowns fans, not just South Africa, but Southern Africa and the continent at large. And then you had a conversation with the Colleague Black Label that you guys came together. What's the inspiration behind that? And what's the reasoning from a Sundowns point of view?
Well, I think people will say that it's champions recognizing champions, and I think that's the first layer, the most common thread that you can see. But if you look deeper in Colleague Black Label, you see a brand that's committed to South African football, committed to the development of football. So similar like Mamelodi Sundowns, how they want to give back to the supporters and find creative ways to engage with our fans and our supporters to make sure that football is always an exciting occasion, celebrated. And our roots as a football club come from that identity of being able to create an excitement for supporters by the way we play football, Shushan and Piano. That is our identity, that is our bold way of playing football. And if you know Black Label, Colleague Black Label, they're also known for that famous bold taste and the way that they are innovative with the competition. So there was a wonderful synergy between the two brands, and like we've said, as we'll champion throughout the rest of the day, it is about this incredible opportunity. Colleague Black Label, as Vaughan said, through their parent company Anheuser-Busch, they're going to be the brand representing South Africa and South African beer. So we are now the club that's doing the same. So champions are going to go abroad and try to represent African excellence in our own special way together.
What about you? The Club World Cup, how does that align with the objectives that you're trying to achieve?
Yes, like I mentioned earlier, we have this idea that we want to create mega platforms for our mega brands. And having Sundowns represent South Africa on that global stage is a unique thing. It's a special moment. I mean, the team was just talking about what it meant to them previously. And I think for us to really rally the nation, to say, guys, this is our South African team that's representing us on the world stage. and hence we called our campaign Champions to the World. And I think that's what we want to facilitate, is enabling fans to feel a bit of that excitement that the team is going to feel. For the fans to really raise their voices and step in and support. And we want to facilitate that by creating things like viewing opportunities or watch parties for people to come together, and a myriad of other things that Karen can elaborate on. But that is our role as a beer, in this space. It's to really rally the fans so that the team can feel that support, and hopefully it drives them to great performance and great camaraderie.
I mean, I almost want to do a goal of, say, Chair, name every award and every trophy you've got in, let's go for it on that side. But I feel like it'll be a very close tie if you're able to do that between the two of you. And that plays a huge role. You like to win. You're a team that wins. You're a team that's driven by winning, by giving back as well, which is something that, Carling does a lot as well. And giving back, the community is a big thing, not just as a Mamelodi Sundowns, but, the big umbrella brand as well. And that's the synergies that you speak of. The two synergies just make sense. No,
absolutely, Andy. And even though that's maybe not something that's part of this particular launch, what I do admire a lot about Black Label is the No Excuse campaign. I think it's such a wonderful rallying call because football and how they managed to blend football leaders and get them to back this campaign. It's a wonderful contribution that they've made, to making sure that South African society take this problem more seriously, and then I think we also stand for a lot of important cultural and societal values, and we try to use football as our tool to make sure that these are things that we can help make society better, make the world a better place. Our motto is very simple: the sky is the limit. And we use that motto because we believe that there shouldn't be any sort of hindrance or anything that stops South Africans and Africans from reaching their biggest dreams. And, right now we are very close to being in another position where we had a dream of playing our football on the world stage. And in a few months, a few weeks, we're going to be with Carling Black Label in USA, and our special supporters are going to be with us as well. And we'll be able to encourage and inspire more people to believe in their own dreams through football and through what we stand for.
Vaughan is the voice of the champion fans, as Carling Black Label. As we say, there it is, champions to the world. What's your parting shot to the fans out there, to the champion fans, to those that, whatever it is that we say goes in football, they come along on the journey. They dictate to us what it is they want. You've always been so great at hearing the champions and their voices. What's your parting shot today?
No, I think I would love to encourage our South African football fans to embrace this moment, to support Sundowns in this very special mission, so that we can have more wonderful moments together as fans, as fans of sport and of football. So that would be my main message. Let's get behind Sundowns. Let's get this champion team to the world, and just enjoy some great football.
Chair, they speak about, what are you, 57? Yeah? But 50 or 58 or 1K. But truth be told, we saw what Saturday looked like, and that was all Mamelodi Sundowns. We saw what that stadium looked like. That was all Mamelodi Sundowns. Those fans, those champion fans who have learned what happened on the continent and have come back and have said, everybody in yellow, feel the stadium, let our presence be known. What do you have to say to them as we embark now on this another journey?
I think the most important thing that we can say to our supporters on behalf of the football club, the players and the coach, is to just say thank you. Thank you for being with us through the hard times. Thank you for growing with us throughout this season. There was times where there was a lot of criticism and questions that were posed to our Sundowns supporters, not internally but externally. And they stood strong and they stood by us. And it's partnerships like the one we have with Carling Black Label the main reason why we wanted to do this is because we wanted to reward the fans. And we couldn't think of a better partner, an organization that looked at finding ways to make the fans happy, to create joy and create excitement. And so we want to thank you for being with us. We want to say that there is only more to come with this wonderful partnership. But most importantly, we want to say we will see you soon, and we hope to see you in the USA as we celebrate a new chapter in the club system.
But before we go, I think it's very ceremonial, and it's only right that we make sure that we sign this in an exchange of jerseys. So if you could please stand for me, VP as well as Chair, and if you could please have the jerseys come on. We're going to start with Vaughan with a Carling champion jersey. Hand it over to the Chair of Panelists and out. Dr. Luke, that is a beautiful jersey. That is a beautiful jersey. So there we go. For those of you taking photos, just hold it for a little while there. I love it. Vaughan, I'm going to get into office to get that there. So there you go. If you can please just take that one back. And if you get the Sundowns one, come on. Vaughan, it's got a number there. And it's not Dr. Kumara's number. That number is what the club has done. So welcome to you, City champions. And Mamelodi Sundowns as well. There you go. If I could please have you keep that one there. If I could please have that one back, so you hold on to that one. And we could have another pick off, please. The two of you holding those. Steve has it there.
Yes, thank you.
You're going to turn it around as well. Oh, it matches the Pushy. If we could just keep you there for 2 seconds holding those, if I could please ask the coach, Steve Croeser and Karen as well, to please come on and be a part of this photo op as well, please. Guys, if you could please be a part of this photo op. Chair, please go next to board. Is Coach Mamelodi come on the outside? Come on the side next to me, Coach. Just go with your And if we just turn them around as well, one last word.